So, happy Sunday, everybody, and good morning, or actually good afternoon at this point. So, on April 7th, a not so special day, a gentleman gets an alert on his Ring camera app about somebody being at his door. Turns on the app and sees that right there on his front porch. Bit of a shock, in my opinion. So, we're going to come back and talk about what happens after this point, but bear with me, we'll be right back. Okay. So this gentleman shows up, and I'm just going to play for you what happens next. Okay. So bear with me a moment. No, I don't want that. Let's see. That's the JPEG. We want camera event number 1. Let me see if I can find it real quick. This is it. So,
Hello?
as you're watching,
Hi there, can you open this
now,
door, please?
For what?
here we go.
I just want to make sure that everything's okay. There seems to be something going on.
What do you mean?
I don't know, I just figured I'd check on something.
I don't know what you want, man. Get out of my house.
Open this fucking door!
Okay. So that movement right there where he goes to kick the door and he kind of falls down the porch steps, 911 immediately. If I already hadn't called by the fact that he showed up at the door looking just kind of creepy as hell to begin with. Now, this just amps up from here.
Where's your daughter, man? Where's your daughter,
What are
man?
you talking about?
Where's your daughter? Who's in there with you?
Bro, if you don't
Open this
leave...
fucking door. Open this door, I'm breaking it fucking down. You understand me?
Leave my house. You don't...
Are you okay? Is everyone
We
in
are
this house
okay.
okay?
What? Everyone's okay. What do you want?
Yeah, he just kind of stands there like perfectly still. Okay, we're gonna go to this one.
What are you doing?
I don't know why this thing does this.
Can you leave my house, please?
There we go.
You open the door, please.
You have nothing to do with my house. Can you leave my house?
You know what my name is?
I don't know who you are. You don't belong to this neighborhood. That's for sure.
This is my neighborhood, though.
Yeah, I live there. I don't know you.
My name is Harry Dresden, motherfucker. Open the door. This
Right there. If I already hadn't called the cops, that moment right there, I am Harry Dresden, motherfucker, would have pushed me to dial 911.
is my neighborhood. Open the fucking door. Now, or I will fucking end you. Do you understand me?
And he starts screaming. The screaming is
words.
it sounds almost, I don't know why it's not playing on here. It's all over the place. That screaming he's doing. If I was alone in that house, I would be completely on the floor. And he's still screaming. I mean, you see it. Down.
What are you doing?
And now, finally, this guy found a way into the house. Once he enters the house, the husband of the owner of the house, he's on the phone with the police, and he's on his way there. And
Victor, you around?
But he's yelling, "Hey, Victor! Victor, you done R-E-P-I-N-G girls?" You know, he's convinced somebody named Victor lives in this house and has some girl being held against her will. Now, what you can't see because of how this thing is cut up, in this room, like not the room where the homeowner is, like where he's standing, but the other picture over, in that living room off to the corner, there's a little red like child's writing toy that would probably belong to like a toddler. So there is at least a young child in that home. Now, according to the homeowner, nobody was home. But there was a truck in the driveway when this dude showed up. So I don't know. I don't know if they're hiding. I'm not sure what's going on. So now the homeowner gets here, and there's video footage of him like running up into the house with a shovel. Because that's all he's got. Yeah, he's got a shovel. And let me see if I can put it on this one here. Now, yeah, I don't know why it's so muffled, but the homeowner actually,
I can hear her. I can fucking hear her.
Yeah, so you're hearing, I can hear her, I can hear her. You're hearing Harry Dresden, whatever name he's going by, saying, "I hear her, I hear her, I hear her." And he's convinced there is some girl being held against her will in this house. He keeps saying, "Where's your third room? Where's this?" And the guy's like, "Get out of my house, get out of my house." And they tussle. I mean, they're physically fighting. And at some point, the homeowner has the presence of mind, which is, I don't know if I would have been able to think like this. He goes like, "Are you military?" And the perpetrator's like, "Yes." He's like, "Okay, work with me here. I need you to go outside and sit down." "Yes, sir, I can do that. Thank you for asking." And I'm like, it's immediately this guy's brain just shut down and reset to a whole other thing. So here's the rest of this. And the top of there, he's picturing him out of the house.
I'm driving his ass out. I'm telling you, who are you talking to? Who are you talking to, bro? Stand on the ground. Who the fuck do you think you are? My name is Harry Dresden. Get the fuck out of my house. Why do I hear screaming? There's no one up there. Get the fuck out of my third room, bro. Walk the fuck out. What's the third room? Walk the fuck out. I'm telling you, I'm giving you a chance right now, man. What's the third room, bro? I'm giving you a chance. Get the fuck out of my house. What's the third room, bro? I'm telling you, get the fuck out of my house. Please. Just answer the question. Get the fuck out of my house. Answer the question, please. There's no one in there. There's 3 rooms, man. I don't know who you are. You better get the street at 1797. I don't know who you're talking about, man. Why do I hear screaming? Are you military? Yes. Okay. Can you help me out? Okay. Yes. I understand what you're going through right now. Yes. Can you step outside? Yes, sir. Thank you. Thank you for asking. There's something going on this street, bro. Bro.
Yeah, I mean, and he's trying to tell him there's something going on the street, like, what his delusion is, what he's worried about. And the guy's like, "Everyone on the street's fine. I don't know what you're talking about." And this one, here he is when he comes right in, and he just starts grabbing doors, opening things, like he is looking for someone.
Victor, you around?
Yeah.
Hey, you like little girl? Ah!
Okay. So this gentleman right here, he gave the name of Harry Dresden. His actual name is Jason Thomas Nichols, and he is 30 years old. And this all took place in Fairfield, California, in Sonora County. Now, I did a little bit of research, what little I could find, and this is the only offense he has in Sonora County. Now, if he's got any other offenses in California, unfortunately, they don't have a one-stop, put a name in and pop up for every county in the state of California like North Carolina does. But California doesn't do that. So I would have to go county by county to see if there's anything else on him. Now, there is another Jason Nichols that's in the system for the same county that has got some, he's a registered sex offender, but it's not the same guy. This guy, the sex offender is way older than this gentleman right here. But it is apparent that this Jason Nichols, this Jason Thomas Nichols, who was born in 1996, is suffering from some type of mental health crisis here. Now, what upsets me about this whole scenario is he got arrested. Fortunately, he got picked up and taken out of there all in one piece without being shot in the process. I call that a win because, in situations like this, people tend to get shot and if not killed, especially with a mental health crisis. So he was arrested. He was taken to a hospital because the homeowner did hit him with a shovel. So he did get hurt. So he had to get looked at. But he went to court. They gave him a $35,000 bond. And my thing is, where's the mental health evaluation? Because if he is having delusions of grandeur or just delusions in general, what's to stop him from going back to that house and doing something worse or going to another house and doing something worse? That's my question. Like, how the hell can they justify giving him a $35,000 bond when he obviously is out of his mind? You guys tell me, because I think it's scenarios like this where the justice system fails the public. Judges fail the public because you got a guy here who's obviously having some type of health crisis, mental health crisis, may not have a record, but the crisis is severe enough where he was going to do harm to somebody. Why the hell would you give him bond? Well, actually, why wouldn't you send him straight to a mental health facility and have his ass evaluated? That's what I want to know, because it's apparent this is what's going on. He needs to be evaluated. He needs to be restrained or confined and evaluated to find out how dangerous is he. Like my late husband, he had an aunt. His aunt, she was the youngest of the kids. She was a diagnosed schizophrenic, severe schizophrenic. Like, was diagnosed when she was a teenager, and the family didn't do what they should have done with her. They should have had her probably committed a long time ago, because she was a very violent schizophrenic. He was telling me stories that when he was a kid and she would have one of her episodes, she started throwing knives at people. She likes to set buildings on fire. I mean, these are the type of things she likes to do or like to do. And was it December 2004? We got hit with a massive amount of snow in Cincinnati, and the family was finally going to go to court and try to have her committed. And because of the snowstorm, court got canceled. She got let loose. Paperwork error, I don't know, but she was running around in the snow. And they never went back to ever have her committed again. They just didn't do it. And yeah. But it's scenarios like this where either the family does not want to do anything more than what they're already doing, or the justice system fails to intercede and stop this where it stands. And that's what I mean. And this is not the first type of case in California where the justice system failed. I mean, let's talk about Jake Harrow, the father of Emmanuel Harrow, who we all know, 7-month-old baby goes missing. They did a fake kidnapping situation, and then come to find out, well, Jake Harrow pleaded guilty to killing this child, which they still have not found his remains. But then during that process of Jake Harrow, when you're investigating him, you find out that years before, he did the same damn thing, or actually, I shouldn't say the same. He beat an infant basically almost to death. Child was permanently damaged brain-wise, needs 24/7 care, and he got probation. What the hell happened there? Had they locked his ass up and kept him locked up, Emmanuel would never have died. Maybe never been born, but you get my point. He got let loose to go hurt another child. I don't understand that. And we're seeing too many cases of mental health situations where people are getting held for 3 days and they're getting let loose. There's a mother in Massachusetts who's who was dealing with postpartum situation, something terrible, to the point where she was having psychosis and she killed 3 of her kids and then tried to kill herself. And she was going to doctor to doctor to doctor trying to get help, and they just kept 3 days and let her go. You can't do that. The mental health crises in this country are unbelievable, and the lack of resources for people with these type of situations is mind-boggling. And you can't just turn people loose. Like Zarina Aruska, the girl who was stabbed in the neck in Charlotte on the train by DeCarlos Brown. Man's got a massive history of felonies and mental health issues. And he killed her. And now guess what? He has just been found incompetent to stand trial for her murder for the state of North Carolina. Now the feds are coming in and doing their own thing, but here you go. Why did it take him killing someone brutally for them to do anything? And that's what I want to know. I'm tired of this nonsense with this country and just ignoring things. We've got too many cases of this. Too many cases. Habitual offenders getting let loose, doing what they want. Habitual sex offenders getting loose, doing what the hell they want. And then it's just, depending on what state you're in, you may get put back. You may just get let go. I mean, it's absolutely ridiculous. So, but I'm just glad for this family that he didn't do something worse than what he did. That they were able to cut him off at the pass. Police got there. He got taken in without incident. And there you go. I'm just glad in that instance this worked out. But any other scenario may not have happened that way. And somebody could have gotten seriously injured, if not killed. So, but like I said, with him, Jason Thomas Nichols, I can't find any previous history. But obviously there's something else going on. He probably does have a history somewhere else. The fact that he said, "Are you military?" I don't think this guy really is military. I don't think he has a history of military. There are people in the comments saying, "I think he is having a PTSD episode." I don't know. I just don't get military off this guy, but who knows? More will come out because right now he's in jail. He has not been bonded out, but there is an opportunity for him to get bonded out, and that scares the hell out of me because they're going to say is stay away from that house, and come back to court. If he's mentally ill, he may not be able to stay away from that house. And that's all I'm saying. So this is Rebecca with Red True Crime. I'm going to be harping a lot, and I am going to end this conversation right here. So as I always say, be weird, be rude, be safe, and everyone on the planet should have a Ring camera in their home. I really believe it. I don't have one. I need to get one. But seriously, everybody needs to have one for their home. So have a great day, everybody. Happy Sunday. And thank you for tuning in and listening to me ramble on. And be back when there's another weird one out there. Bye, everyone.